Good morning, grade 4. Welcome in your social science tutorial. So today we will revise chapter number 6, the coastal plains and the islands. So as you know, India is blessed with a very long coastal line that starts from Gulf of Kutch and ends at West Bengal. So a coastal line starts from here, the Gulf of Kutch, and ends at West Bengal. So it ends at West Bengal, and India is blessed with a very long coastal line. So India is blessed with a very long coastal line which starts from the Gulf of Kutch and ends at the West Bengal. I hope this is clear. So our coastal line starts from Gulf of Kutch and ends at the West Bengal. And here we have the western coastal plains. Here in the west side, which plains do we have? We have the western coastal plains. I hope this is visible. The western coastal plains we have in the west side. And in the east, we have the eastern coastal plains. In the east side, we have the eastern coastal plains. I hope now you all can see why we are blessed with a very long coastal line that starts from the Gulf of Kutch and ends at West Bengal. It starts from Gulf of Kutch. It starts from Gulf of Kutch and ends at West Bengal. Ends at here, the West Bengal. On the east side, we have the eastern coastal plains. On the west side, we have the western coastal plains. Now, the next thing comes here. We have the further, it can be divided into three parts. What? The western coastal plains can be divided into further three parts. First is we have Gujarat coast. First we have here in the western coastal plain, that's the Gujarat coast. So that's here we have Gujarat coast. Here we have the Gujarat coast. Then we have Konkan coast. Here in the middle we have the Konkan coast, and here we have the Malabar coast. Here we have the Konkan coast, and here we have the Malabar coast. So it is divided into three parts: the Gujarat coast, Konkan coast, and the Malabar coast. I'll write it down the names here so that it will be clearly visible to you. And this is the western coastal plains. And these are the eastern coastal plains on the east side. And as I told you, we can divide it into three parts. The first is Gujarat coast. Then we have in the middle Konkan coast. And third, we have the Malabar coast. That's in the western coastal plain. And where if we go to the eastern coastal line, then we have northern Sirikars and the Coromandel coast. In the southern part, they're called a Coromandel coast. And here we have the northern Sirikars in the eastern coastal plains. Here we have the northern Sirikars. And here we have the Coromandel coast. That's in the southern part. I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. So it can be divided into two parts, and whereas the western coastal plain can be divided into three parts. And now, from where the western coastal plain starts? The western coastal plain starts from Gujarat and ends at Kanyakumari, which is the mainland tip of India. The Kanyakumari is the tip of India's mainland. It is the tip of India's mainland where both western and the eastern coastal plain meets with each other. Okay, so as I told you, the first, now the western coastal plain starts from Gujarat itself. So first state, now I'll talk to you about the states which comes under the western and the eastern coastal plain. So first state comes in the western coastal plain itself, Gujarat. Second, which states come in this, the western coastal plain? Second, we have the state that name is Kerala. Second state is Kerala state, which comes under the western coastal plains. And third, we have Maharashtra. Third, we have the Maharashtra state. Then after Maharashtra, we have Karnataka. The next we have Karnataka. And last we have Goa. So last we have Goa. So the states come under the western coastal plains are Gujarat, Kerala, Maharashtra, Karnataka and Goa. Now let's talk about the states which comes under the eastern coastal plains. So in the eastern coastal plains, we have the first state, the eastern coastal plain starts from West Bengal. So the first state will obviously the West Bengal. The first state कौन सी होगी? जैसे western में गुजरात था, तो eastern में क्या है बच्चे? Bengal. And then second we have Odisha. Second state we have Odisha. Third will be Andhra Pradesh. Third state will be Andhra Pradesh. And fourth, we have Tamil Nadu. After Andhra Pradesh, we have Tamil Nadu. And then we have Pondicherry. After where the eastern coastal plains ends, that's Kanyakumari. Yes, the tip of India's mainland. That's Kanyakumari. That's correct. So here we have the two coastal plains, the western coastal plains and the eastern coastal plains. And India is blessed with a very long coastal line that starts from Gulf of Kutch and ends at West Bengal. Here is the starting point of our coastal line, and here a coastal line finish. And I have talked to you about the states which comes under the western coastal plains and the eastern coastal plains. So in the western coastal plains, let's give a quick revision. We have Gujarat, Kerala, Maharashtra, then Karnataka and Goa. Whereas in the eastern coastal plains, we have Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry and Kanyakumari. The ending point of our coastal line, that's Kanyakumari, the tip of Indian mainland. Now we have the two groups of islands. We also have the two groups of islands. The one is Andaman and Nicobar Island, and that another is Lakshadweep Island. And the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are located in where? The Bay of Bengal. The Andaman and Nicobar Island located in Bay of Bengal. So here we have the Andaman and Nicobar Island, the two group of islands that we have. That's in Bay of Bengal. That comes in the water body, Bay of Bengal. And here we have in Arabian Sea, the Lakshadweep Island. In the Arabian Sea, we have the Lakshadweep Island. So here is the Lakshadweep Island in Arabian Sea. As we have Arabian Sea, the water body here, and here we have the Bay of Bengal. So in Bay of Bengal, we have Andaman and Nicobar Island, and then in Arabian Sea, we have a Lakshadweep Island. So this is all about this chapter. We will talk more further in the coming lectures detail. I hope you get the clarity of or the overview of the chapter, the coastal plains and the islands. So this is a revision of your chapter number 6. I hope this is clear. And we will meet in the coming classes and we will discuss more further. Do watch your tutorial very carefully, grade 4. And if you're having any doubts, you can clear your doubts in the coming classes. Now, I want to say thank you to all of you. Stay home, stay safe, and we will meet in the class. Thank you.